Hello everyone, it's Lindsay, and today I'm back with another process video for you guys using the January Faith Art Box. This is Upside Down Kingdom, and I finally got my kit. The mail was a little bit slow this month, so I have fresh sticker sheets to use for this video, and I thought I would go ahead and create an entry in my illustrating Bible. It's been a little while since I've created in here, so I thought I'd give you guys some inspiration for a Bible journaling entry. I am going to be using one of the verses from the devotional content to work out of. So I'm in Matthew chapter 5. This is the section with the Beatitudes, the Sermon on the Mount. And so I will be journaling chapter 5, verse 5 says, "Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth." And so in the devotional content, Rebecca has this section where she is talking about, the countercultural kingdom of God and how we should be, sound different than the world. We should look different than the world. The world tells us to, shove your way to the front, squash anyone who gets in your way. But the Lord assures us, "Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth." And so I thought this was pretty timely. I know we keep talking about current events. You can't ignore what's going on. And so I thought this would be timely with everything that's going on. Every time I open up social media, it's just so much noise and anger and shouting and pointing fingers and just meanness happening on there. And so I have refined my following and the time that I spend on there, and that does help. But I just wanted to have a reminder for myself to be different. It's so easy to get swept up into the, attacking each other and posting memes and just all of that just is not how we should be sounding. And then separate from political and social media type things going on right now, it's just in general, we live in this world where we are constantly trying to shove our way to the front, beat other people, get, my job being on social media, getting the most followers, getting the most likes, meeting that algorithm and getting stuff seen, and just this kind of hustle culture even constantly is what the world is promoting, and that the kingdom of God is a total different way of living. And so to be meek, we don't have to be the loudest. We don't have to be first. We don't have to have the most followers or, whatever it is. We should be going for meekness and gently leading others to Christ. That is what our purpose should be. And so I want to just kind of spend some time documenting that. So I've got the kit here. I've got a few different stamps I'm going to be working with. I have the kit stamp set here. I really love the florals that are in here. So I thought I would do some stamping with some Neocolor 2 crayons. It's been a little while since I've done that, so I thought I'd refresh you guys if you haven't done that in a while. I pulled out this stamp set here, had some solid little branch pieces in there that I thought I would mix with these. And then I have the Zion Alpha set that I'm going to be using for my title and things like that. So let me go ahead and put you guys on fast forward, and we will quickly put together this entry in my illustrating Bible. Okay, so I'm going to start by stamping my title here. And so I have the Zion Alphas. I personally like to stamp as much of the word as I can at once. That way everything is lined up straight, especially when I'm using these blocks that have the grid on them. So what I'm doing is I'm laying out the word blessed, and I just find letters that are similar to the double letters, like the E and the S, to leave myself some space, if that makes sense. And then I come back in and fill in those double letters. So this say, "Blessed are the meek." So just pulling straight from Matthew 5:5. I'm using Powder Puff Blue and Frosted Mint ink from Creative Retreat, and I'm mixing that in with the Tile Alphas from the kit this month. And this ink seems kind of light, the mint one, but I can see it in person. It's just in all the photos and things, that green is just a little bit light for photos, but I can see it on the page. So now moving on to these little greenery pieces. I've loaded up all 4 stamps on my blocks. I put one on each side. That way it's just easier to work quickly. I can stamp multiple things. I'm not having to stop and switch things out. So what I have here are some Neocolor 2 crayons, and I'm dipping them into my water and then just kind of gently wiping off the crayon, just any excess water that's on there, and then coloring on the stamp and then stamping it in. And that gives you this really kind of fun, loose watercolor look. You can tell it's not perfect, but that's what I'm going for. I want it very loose and messy. The colors I'm using are emerald green, light cobalt blue, jade green, and Sahara yellow. I know I usually have color swatches for the kits. I did not get that done before I had to do this video, so there will not be an unboxing of mine for this kit, but I know that Julie from the creative team did do an unboxing of the kit, so you can see it in its entirety. But I'm just going through and just kind of switching up the different stamp shapes and just coloring them in. And you'll see I dip the crayon just till it barely touches the water, kind of wipe off any excess, color it on the stamp, and then I do hold it on the page for a few seconds. That way the pigment and the moisture can kind of soak into the page and not sit on top. Now I'm looking at this video and I realize there's a little gnat by my water. For all of you plant mamas, this is the first winter that I've had houseplants and I am struggling with the little gnats. I need some help. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what I can do to get rid of the little bugs that are living in my houseplants. They're driving me bonkers. So I also added some splatters. So I just got a wet paintbrush, grabbed some color from the end of the crayon and then splattered it. And then I'm also going in, dipping this yellow crayon in the water and then adding some little dots of yellow. So Neocolor 2 crayons are really versatile and they're especially great if you're on the go and you don't want to take a whole bunch of watercolors with you. You can throw some crayons in a baggie and you've got paint on the go. Then I added some little hearts in the center of those little floral clusters. And then now I'm going to work on the bottom here. I'm going to use a combination of the different stickers to spell out I am a kingdom citizen in an upside down kingdom. And I just love this, this constant reminder of where our focus needs to be, what our purpose. And that's what I end up writing in my journaling that I do in this big huge area I left open. I ended up filling with tons of journaling, just about, wanting people to notice that I look different from the world. As followers of Christ, that we should sound and look different from the world. Am I more worried about personal fame and success, or am I focused on kingdom work? What is our purpose here? And the world is telling us to achieve as much as we can while we're here on earth and accumulate as much stuff as we can and as much money and the house and the car and the job and all those things. But that all goes away when we die. We don't get to take that with us. And so are we focusing our energy and our efforts on kingdom work? Because that's eternal work. And I just want that reminder to be at the forefront. So there is a look at the finished page. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave those down below for me. Check out the description box for links to everything that I used in this video. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And until next time, thank you so much. Bye-bye.